GM everyone. Welcome back to another GC Crypto episode. You'll see I'm all by my lonesome today. Poor Craigie boy woke up with a bad migraine, and I'm actually not too bad. I definitely have COVID. So here I am, being live because that's the commitment that I have. And yeah, anyway, so GM to everyone in the chat, and yeah, be sure to comment so that we can engage with each other because yeah, otherwise I'll probably wrap this maybe a half an hour show today because yeah, I do need to rest, unfortunately. So yeah, look, GM everyone, I hope the market is treating you well. I definitely think the bottom could be in here on this corrective move. So we'll discuss that with a bit of length today. But obviously, before we jump into that, big raps to our two channel partners, guys. OKX Australia, let me pull it up. Oh, it's the first time I've streamed with, yeah, no, oh, that one works. OKX Australia, massive shout out to them for partnering with us here at GC Crypto, one of the best exchanges and safest exchanges worldwide. If you're keen to sign up, guys, the link is down below. Really easy to onboard your fiat, really easy to trade some spot over there. They have some extra features like SMSFs here in Australia. They have an earn feature as well. You can trade on there. You can do a lot of different things on there. It's super easy to trade on there. So highly recommend it, guys. It's one of my favorite platforms, literally, in crypto. But yeah, sign up down below. Once you trade $1,000 of volume, guys, you can get $75 for free. The link is in the description. Yeah, appreciate you, Pricey. Thanks for hanging with me, man. Thanks for hanging with me. And then our second partners, guys, Yeet. Massive shout out to Yeet. We'll be giving away another $1,000 to people this Friday. So if you're keen to sign up, make sure you do. Again, the link. Let me put both the links in the chat so you guys have them. But basically, once let me get the links. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, so we'll be giving away $1,000 this Friday again on the show. You must be following us live. Highly recommend you tune in. So I appreciate if you go follow us and subscribe to us on Kick. Easy way to get stuck in and follow us regularly and get notified when we do go live. But yeah, we'll be giving away four $250 opportunities. Now, as you can see here, volume here is actually pretty good this week, so that's good to see. 3 days. Hold on, we might need to change. When does September 12th? When's September 12th? It's Tuesday today. Oh yeah, no, we should be okay. Yeah, no, so this should qualify for us on Friday. The beautiful part is that you all have a decent amount of volume. So yeah, I was going to say this week we were generous. Last week we gave away $1,000 or two $500 giveaways to all people who are involved, but there will be requirements to people who do have more volume. Maybe next week and the weeks following after that, we'll give away more to the top volume people rather than the bottom volume people. So if you're keen to sign up, the link is in the description, guys, and they will have a massive airdrop later this year. 40% goes to the community, so it's a pretty easy way to get started in this ecosystem. As always, please gamble responsibly. If you have any issues, please reach out to helplines and those sorts of things out there. But obviously, if you have any questions about OKX or Yeet, guys, you can let me or Craig know. We'll be more than happy to help you out. But if you're just tuning in, GM to everyone, sorry, guys, Craig has a massive migraine today, and I have COVID. So here I am. I actually do feel pretty rubbish. I'm not going to lie. But it is what it is. You've got to keep going. Market doesn't stop. Market is heating up, if anything, to be honest. And we'll dive deep into what I'm looking at the moment. I know abstract memes have bounced really nicely today. Prediction market's still going very hot. Macro is looking more decent, but we still have about 8 days until we do get the actual rate cut news, which I know a lot of people are really hanging out for. But in theory, it's probably priced in. It probably is already priced in my opinion. So it's more about, okay, well, position yourself in good opportunities right now and just see how we go. So, I mean, Solana's up really nicely. I know a lot of tokens. So we'll do a deep dive today. Probably been a while since we've looked at a lot of charts in depth. Obviously, that's my forte, and I know Craig loves that too. But if you guys have any chart requests, let me know down below. More than happy to check some of those out on live stream. Or if you have any questions, guys, let me know as well. But yeah, massive shout out to our two partners. But yeah, look, guys. Yeah, look. Unfortunately, I have COVID, so not very good. But here we go. So BTC, I didn't really personally have a read on BTC over the past week. These green lines, people might be a bit confused, but these are the 5-day range, which basically maybe is it the weekly range? Maybe so. Yeah, it's the weekly range, not the 5-day range. If we have a look here, this is the weekly range that I was looking at. Okay, so just a reminder again, always preference high time frames. Okay, you want to know where the big high time frame levels are. so that you can then use that for your bias on low time frames. And oh my God, Hyperliquid's about to cross $51. Let's go. So basically, if we look here, BTC, I didn't really personally have a read. You got to remember, like BTC and ETH in particular have been on a tremendous run up for a while. So inevitably, it is good to see, and we'll check out dominance because BTC dominance might be coming down a little bit. 58, yeah, no, it's steady. But basically, the interesting part is that BTC has been more chill, but a lot of altcoins, a lot of meme coins look very good here. Okay, and there's a big difference. Okay, in understanding when the trend is your friend and when the trend isn't. So we're going to look at a lot of different meme coin charts, a lot of major charts, macro charts. We'll look at altcoin charts. I want to talk about InfoFi because I know people have been absolutely stacked on Somnia, and I know Open Ledger is about to drop live in the coming weeks as well. So lots of people cooking on that. I'm just having a look through the list to see if I'm still on the list. No, I'm not on the list. I wonder if I'm still on the list on the bottom. Yeah, I'm curious to see. I did a bit of Open Ledger tweets start of the cycle, but of their campaign, but I haven't done it since, so I might need to wrap it up here as it approaches the actual live giveaway for their airdrop. Which, if we just have a quick look here, I'm just looking at this now. Yeah, it looks like it's not far away from launching. So, I mean, the token is live, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, if we look at macro first, yeah, Farcoin. I opened a range of longs yesterday in GTG. All of which are in green profits right now. The BTC, look, it broke above this little resistance here. Again, high time frame levels of these two. This is my range. Okay, we held above the range here, higher low here. Momentum on BTC has room on the daily, but we still have a little bit more downward pressure in the mid time frame zone. So for me, I was like, look, I feel like there's better opportunities out there than BTC specifically. I have a big enough BTC bag now that I'm happy at this point in time. I have turned off my DCA bot. And just got a bit of cash there that I deployed into a few different other things instead today. Yeah, I'm just reading through the comments. Sun Ghost Goats, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you tuning in every show. Pricey says, do you think we need a full reset on the full fear and greed? I mean, we did hit fear. We hit fear last week. So sometimes you don't get extreme greed, extreme fear. We did hit fear last week. So you could say that was a nice enough reset. GMTU show, GMTU Havana, GMTU Sophisticated, Thakani, Wakaris, Floppy Max, GMT, all you legends, guys. Thanks for hanging with me while I'm not feeling too flash. But yeah, we'll go through it all. So we'll start at the top. ETH looks pretty good here as well. Still holding up above macro levels. Daily stochastics also bottom, which means it could see a rally, but the weekly here is what I'm not worried about. Just more, it needs to chill. And that's why Ethereum's not pumping as hard, because we've gone absolutely nuts. Like, guys, you got to remember, this thing went from $1,400 to $4,000 to nearly $5,000. So a 2.5x move in literally 3 or 4 months. Like, that's nuts, man. So of course this thing needs to chill. Hence why this is very overextended. Okay, give me back towards the 50th percentile, and that's where I become interested in the next leg up for ETH. So I actually de-risked a bit of my Ethereum exposure. I sold one of my Moonbirds. I sold my little Pudgy. More so just because I think there's better opportunities out there after this insane ETH run. Okay. I do think ETH still has a lot of potential to run to 6, 7K. Not sure about 10K, but for me right now, it's all about trying to trade those micro trends within the macro trend. And in my opinion, there's a lot of good opportunities out there. And we'll talk about Pengu, we'll talk about Farcoin, talk about Bonk, talk about Hyperliquid, talk about Link. They're pretty much the ones that I like. Rect is another one. Just more so being liquid too. Look, I'm very bullish on Pudgy Penguins. I'm very bullish on Abstract. I'm very bullish on Moonbirds. But in the same conversation, that made up a stupid amount of my portfolio. Like, it was just a stupid amount. So I was like, no. I need to de-risk this in a more strategic way. Not tomorrow, Eli. It's not going to. Eli, if you want to jump on stream, more than happy for you to, bro. Just let me know. Craigie boy's got migraine. And actually not too bad. I do have COVID, but I'm not too bad. I feel worse today than I did yesterday. Look, to be honest, ETH to 6K probably takes time. I mean, how do I draw that and how do I know that? So all-time high last cycle 21, all-time low in June 2022. My target is this, like around these sort of 6, 7, 5, like high 5s to low 7s. Again, on a high time frame, this could take a while to play out, but that's probably the next levels that I'd say that ETH could top anywhere in this sort of 1.2 to 1.6 Fibonacci extension. And I mean, we did reject from the all-time high. Okay, that would have been a really nice short if I was plugged in and shorted that high. But yeah, so that's the market, what it is. So, oh, you're at a laptop at a bro, at a coffee shop. It's like 7 p.m. You're wild, bro. Yeah, yeah, exactly the kind. There's no ways at a coffee shop at 7 p.m. He's in bed probably. Yeah, you're right. Anime on the second screen. It is what it is. You saved Craig last week. Save Greeny today. Yeah. I'm not lying to mate. Just show, I need photo proof of this, mate. It's next to my house. Why are you at a coffee shop? Why is a coffee shop open at 7 p.m.? That seems odd to me. So we have a look here. Pretty much what we're looking at this moment in time is also that, yeah, ETH just needs to chill. Okay, we're very overextended. I mean, if we look at the monthly as well, has momentum high, but the weekly just needs to chill a little bit before we do see that next leg up. Could see it come a little bit lower or just maintain this level, and then that next leg is being led up pretty much by altcoins. And I mean, if we do take a look at the main altcoin chart, this looks like it's about to retest resistance for the first time since basically the end of last year. So this is your total 3 minus well, ETH and BTC and stable. So this is the best representation. Like anyone that uses a different chart to say altcoin strength has no idea what they're doing, because this is the best chart that you can use. Okay, because it removes, like, total 3 has stable coins. Like, this is vastly different. Like, this has stable coins. And sure, like, this is one that I'm using, and sure, it looks like a huge cup and handle here. Don't get me wrong. But this literally has stable coins in it, and stable coins are getting a huge push. So you have to negate that, and you have to have true facts, and true facts are represented here with ETH, BTC, and stables being excluded from the market cap here. So that's the best representative of an actual altcoin strength. And as you can see, this is the first, well, not the first time, but this is the one of the, about 6 times that we're facing resistance in the last 8 years. So do we eventually break it? Stochastic on the weekly, very overextended. We've had a really aggressive move, so maybe not. But if we look at the monthly, we're very oversold. So maybe we do get a breakout here. And again, where are we going? Maybe golden pocket, and that's it. Like, just from here, this is all altcoins. So again, to the top of the golden pocket, it's about a 90% move in that. So again, it probably depends on how strong, like, Hyperliquid, Solana, XRP, all these sorts of things do. Link, Sui. Depends how well they go. Now, others is probably the other chart that I would more reliably use as well. So this is others. This is total crypto market cap of others. So in other words, everything outside the top, well, everything inside the top 10 doesn't qualify for this market cap. And as we see, we are grinding up, maybe breaking high here on the monthly. Again, we have a lot of room here on the monthly. That's why you've been seeing me talk about altcoins and stuff more recently, because we have a lot of room here. So a little bit of a mini breakout here on others. And then others dominance is obviously kind of similar to BTC dominance and ETH dominance and whatnot. But basically, this represents the dominance of that market cap compared to other things. If we have a look here, it's actually, and I'm going to have to rearrange my charts again. I accidentally clicked the button the other day and I'm mad about it. Anyways, here we go. Okay. So basically how this works is others dominance represents the market cap percentage, okay, compared to ETH, like how much market cap is relatively invested in said token compared to the rest, if that makes sense. Goodness, guys. Again, I'm not lying. It's next to my house. Internet is down. Lol. Please bear with me, guys. Please bear with me. I am struggling a little bit, but okay. So we have a look here. Yeah. So this is bouncing as well, but same again. It has a long way to go, and I mean, if we like think about it from a time perspective, not price, okay. And if you look at price, like even if we get up to here and we reject, like that could be just the start of a bear market. Because like look at where it is. That's the 8th of June, 2026. So I don't think markets could be like sooner rather than later. I want to be seeing this do something like this. Okay. Otherwise, it's going to be over. Like even just look out, like that's a very impulsive move here. And this is why I don't think a full altcoin season is going to happen. It's where you want to be invested in strength. We're going to talk about that. But basically, look at that. That's still 23rd of Feb next year. Like that's over the next 6 months ish, 5 months ish, and that's how quick it would have to move up. So again, there's too much interest in things within the top 10 that it really makes it hard for. And it's also been so rotational that it makes it hard for us to see an altcoin season this cycle. I think you want to be invested in strength, and so we'll talk about strength in a moment's time. Cyclops to 100 mil. I bought more Cyclops the other day. Shout out to Thakani and those guys. Yeah, I like the Cyclops chart. All right, Solana. Let's move to Sol. Very nice move here. Back above the zero point 0.5 range, which it was struggling a lot for a while there. Really good to see. But as I've been saying for a while, we have this massive overhead resistance eventually coming up here. Okay, not only the tops of last cycle, the tops of this cycle, and this support line that is now technically resistant. So I would happily argue a case that Solana could do something like this and then reject from there. And that's the top. Like, quote me now. That's probably what happens. We reject from this support line, or we get back above it, or we do something like this. Okay, get back above, but we fail to close back above, and we do probably something like this, where we reject from here, reject from there, and reject from there. Giving you the best short setup you could literally probably have into a bear market is probably what I'm looking at for Solana in the next 6 months. I'll call 6 months. I'll say 6 months. Yeah, really good to see. I moved some money into Solana a few weeks ago as well, around 190. So I'm happy with that. More so because of this chart too. More so because of this chart here. So ETH obviously exploded against Solana throughout this period. Craig and I nailed that move as well. One of my best trades all cycle was trading this whole big breakout against Ethereum. Literally didn't own any Ethereum until basically late last year and started this year. Nailed that move. Traded the Ethereum move, now move some liquidity back out of ETH into some other tokens. That's how you trade macros, guys. That's how if you want to walk away profitable cycle to cycle, year to year, month to month in crypto, find a community that actually keeps it real and gives you actually macro analysis. None of these LARPs are like, oh yeah, ETH versus BTC is the best altcoin representation chart. Nah, homie, you're stuck in 2017, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, these sorts of things. Hyperliquid above $51 for the first time, guys. Live on the show. Oh, no, not for the first time. Sorry, guys. I did here. I forgot I had to sleep last night. Yeah. Anyways, 51 bucks. Love to see it. So it nearly got to $52. This looks really good. What I want to see from Hyperliquid is a move above this resistance. Okay. Otherwise, that's bearish. Okay. This is a bearish flag forming here. So I want to see it go crazy here. Straight to 60 bucks or higher is literally what I want to see here for Hyperliquid. Otherwise, this is a bearish wedge forming here. Yeah, I'm happy about Hyperliquid. I have a decent bag of Hyperliquid. It's one of my larger positions. Just catch you up on chat. No, but no, it's all about the right altcoins and the right meme coins. Okay, that's what you want. It's not a full blown altcoin season where you can literally throw a dart at any altcoin and it'll go up. You actually have to do a bit of research and technical analysis, really. I think vibe trading. I mean, I'm a vibe trader sometimes. I'm more technical, but I do enjoy a vibe trade. All right. Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah, so Hyperliquid looks really good here. This is one of my bags. I really like it. We talked about Solana. With Hyperliquid's next. Yeah, so I'd argue this is actually, I don't know. I think I still own more Bitcoin than I do Hyperliquid, but it's close. It's close now. Now the Hyperliquid's pumping, it is close. I bought a lot of Pengu yesterday or in the day before. A lot of Pengu. Yeah, I think that'll age well. Link is bringing out this low time frame, bullish wedge as well. I'm long, bottomed out stochastic here on the daily. Hopefully we get a really nice move back to this resistance. The orange line here represents a multi-year resistance level. Okay, I've got link written here twice. If I just remove the fibs for now, but basically, as you can see here, this is 21, okay, end of 2024, and then rejection more recently as well. As I said, when I got up here, I said I wouldn't be surprised if we do reject here. And what I'm watching and what I've now in and where I bought the dip and where I'm long is this higher low. Okay. So in theory, we have this double bottom here off a really nice retest of this breaker down here that we break above. We broke above that resistance there. Really nice impulsive move. Rejection from here, inevitable. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. We're overextended on stochastic. RSIs, all those sorts of things. Natural pullback. Okay. Higher low here. Want to see either just a straight pull through, retest, bang, or just a straight through. And I do think this one I think this is an easy trade, man. Like, they just filed for another ETF yesterday. If you read into what they're doing for tech, what they're doing with their token buybacks and all this sort of stuff now as well, like, this just seems like a really simple play for me. So even just a 2x move is like less than $50. Like, I do think this is a no-brainer sort of opportunity here. And as always, we don't provide financial advice on this channel. It's for education and entertainment purposes, but I do like this. This is my bags, and I do have a decent amount of link. All right. I'd probably argue it's like in my top 5 positions right now. Again, it's a bit weird because, right, like my my pudgy penguin is actually probably one of my larger positions as well, if we think about it from that perspective. So it's interesting how it works like that. Abstract though is definitely up there as well. So yeah, I'd probably say like I have about 10 positions that are all kind of relatively similar. So Link looks really good here. I'll go before I dive into lower caps. I'll just move some of these other ones up that I want to talk about. Maybe it's only Sui that I want to talk about. Yeah, no, look at Sui. Okay, so Sui is in this weird position where it's in, um, look, a bull wedge, bull flag, loose. It's been consolidating for a long period of time, and then it's within this greater region of accumulation. So I, I know like people like Raoul Paul and stuff are just so bullish on this. And I mean, if you look at their revenue, apparently Sui is making an insane amount of revenue, but the actual apps on their platform aren't making a lot of revenue. First point. Second point, a lot of transaction volume. Seeing a bit of chat around meme coins and stuff starting to heat up again. So that's good. But again, like this, maybe I'd need to check token unlocks is probably the one with Sui that I just want to keep an eye on. But I just don't know if we get a big breakout of this. I want to say like I'm positioned. I would like a big breakout out of this, but I don't know if we do because like is time gonna like are we gonna run out of time? I mean, like maybe not, maybe not. Maybe this does push back towards $5 in time. I think this is a nice trade. Either way, bottom out stochastic here on the 3-day. I'm in a long. Nice, like again, like I said, accumulation phase, multiple see, like we've done this like not only once but twice already in this range. So this is a macro range over like the past year or so. So you want to like you want to. I mean, this is still very bullish. You got high lows, okay, high lows, high lows. You do have high highs here as well. So I suppose there's multiple ways you could draw this chart, but this is the one that I'm like looking at as well. You've got this as well. You could say overhead resistance, which therefore kind of negates. Well, not this bull wedge. This is a lower time frame bull wedge. But basically, let me do. If this changes color to green, and we change that to green, you could say that this is now a bearish. You could actually say that this is, if I remove that, this is actually a bearish macro wedge kind of playing out, or bearish channel. Like, I mean, we could even say that as well. So traditionally, that's a ascending wedge, right? And so if we could easily pump up here, even wick above, take out that liquidity. Okay, at the top of this range. Okay, you could even say where's the bottom of this range? Bit of a tricky one, but we could say, yeah, there's no real bottom range here, but basically this is the top of this range. You could wick up. This is a very bearish ascending wedge. Okay, do something like that, and that could be the bear cycle. So again, I'm keeping it real, guys. I think we are very close to the bear cycle, as in the next 6 to 12 months, definitely. So you want to be prepared for that, and why I'm taking profits. I think copy trading Eli is the best strategy. You'd be down so much money on Abstract, but he hasn't sold, so we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, so keep an eye on Sui. I do like Sui. I do like it. I do have a smaller position. Dupe in Dupe long here. Same again. Like a lot of charts look at this, right? Bottomed out stochastic. What's the high time frame? Maybe it's a weekly. Yeah, no, we have. Yeah. So, anyways, most charts are looking like this, where they're grinding up against resistance from whether it was again, Jupiter was 2024, others were way before that. Okay. But a lot of charts I find like this is where I love like the risk reward here is like unmatched. Like I will allocate all the money I have in my like pockets for like a trade like this, right? Because that is how you trade. Okay. You want amazing risk to reward where it's very clear you're in validation, anything down here and it's over. Okay. But give me a big upside here. So yeah, look, I wish I could allocate all the money in the world to trades like this. Okay, here's one that's a little bit different. I haven't spoken about this one too much, but I've spoken about it with GTG. Basically, Sui ecosystem, as I said, has been heating up. So I went and dove a little bit deeper into some tokens. And Deep Book is like their main. Oh, I think we might have spoken about it actually. Did we speak about this on stream last week? But basically, here, let me pull it up. So it's a decentralized limit order book for Sui. So basically, that's huge. Here it is. So Sui's parallel execution, low transaction fees bring highly performative, low latency exchange on chain. Yeah, look, I think this is a really good hold. I wish I could buy spot, but it's actually quite challenging to find this on spot exchanges. So I just took a long. So yeah, I really like this. Again, sort of range trade here as well. You could say this is my range on a high time frame. Okay, weekly range again. Use high time frames, guys. Use high time frames. All right, GMTZU. Yeah, pricey is, when was that all-time high? 2018 pricey for total 3 ESBTC. Total 3. Cowan is calling for ETH to hit bull market support band in the weekly. Do you think it goes down that far? I don't look at that. I think that those moving averages are great, but personally, I think Big Ben Cowan needs to. He's actually blocked me on Twitter. I'll call that out because I called him out for his bias takes. Sure, he's great with macros, he's great with stuff, but he missed the whole Solana move. So I have no respect for people like that who are on a global scale educating the world, put preference on Cardano all cycle again because of his own bag bias and really negated Solana. And Solana has led this cycle. So that was a big red flag for me. I called him out on Twitter. He blocked me. And I was like, yeah, that you basically confirmed my point by blocking me, bro. So yeah, I don't really follow him anymore because it's just out to lunch. Like his takes are, look, he gets stuff right, but if you say a lot of shit, you get a lot of stuff right. Okay. Is pretty much the main takeaway. So for me, yeah, things like that, just be careful. Yeah. So D-Book, I don't mind this is a beta play. It kind of reminds me of like the whole Uniswap trade back in 2021 against Ethereum, the whole DeFi space of Ethereum back then. Sort of the similar trade to what I took on Radium and what Craig took on Radium back in 2023 for Solana's ecosystem growing. Kind of has a similar vibe here where it's the bottom of the range. Very simple R&R here. Look, even just a swing trade to the top of the range is basically where we got into our long. So even to there, it's like a 65% move. Low leverage, 3x. That's a 2 to 3x move. So again, if you have a couple thousand in that trade, that's a couple $1,000 you can make. So I don't know. I really like Deep Book here. I think it's not a bad play as well. Cetus is the other one. Obviously, it's the main DEX. They had this huge hack, right? Which was this here, where they had that hack. A lot of meme coins got absolutely rinsed. I think that's probably a big reason Sui's really suffered more recently as well because of this event that happened. But basically, it's consolidated. We set a high macro low here. I really like this chart. If it's the main, it's still one of the top DEXs over on Sui. So I took the trade as well. Again, here's literally where the trade is. So we got into it maybe yesterday. But basically, yeah, very simple invalidation. You have two, or three lows down here. 1, 2, 3. High low here. Breakout against resistance. And yeah, send this up here and I'll be a happy man. So trades like that is what I love to take as well. So I really like Cetus here as well. Hold on, I'm getting pinged. You'd be up multiple 6 figures on Abstract still, starting with 3K. Bullshit, you start with 3K. Hey, Thakani, good deal yesterday with that God, bro. You timed the bottom, hey. And you nearly didn't want it, mate. You nearly didn't want it. Charlie, yeah. I mean, yeah, Charlie. We'll talk about Abstract soon, guys. We'll start on the high caps first. Start on the high caps too. Yeah. Look, shout out to Ellie. Thanks, Ellie. I can't believe I called you Ellie to begin with. 6 to 12 months left in the cycle. Definitely not. I lean towards like if we aggressively move up now. See, the interesting part is BTC. I know Tom Lee literally came out today on the news in America and said BTC to 200K. Does he not realize like I just don't? That's a lot. I don't know if it gets there personally. I'd lean on the 6 month side. I'd lean on the 6 month side. Can anyone tell me how to earn XP with less liquidity on Abstract Chain? Yes, Legend. Come to Greeny Trade's YouTube channel. Okay. Come to Greeny Trade's Greeny Craig's. Come to Greeny Trade's YouTube channel. Okay. Here it is. All right. Go to videos. Okay. Go to videos. Scroll down. How do you position yourself for Abstract XP airdrop full guide? Literally watch that video, and that is the one that will get you understanding how XP works, how to think about it from a different way. I give strategies around people who have more money. I give strategies around people who don't have money. Okay. And yeah, I literally went from like 30K XP to 150 XP in like a couple weeks. So I do know what I'm doing. But since then, I decided to de-risk my Abstract exposure. Just again, personal decisions. But yeah, go watch that. There's a few other Abstract videos there as well that I've done. This one here, this one was a banger as well. Go watch that one. But yeah, there's a bit of insight for those who maybe are new here. Go subscribe first, but obviously go watch those videos and actually learn a few things about XP and trading and those sorts of things. All right, moving down the rest of the risk curve. I know stuff like Aave is really interesting, but again, like this chart is nowhere near where I want it to kind of be, so it's not really something I'm interested in. I saw Kaleo, very prominent trader on crypto Twitter. He reckons AVAX is going to outperform BTC. Well, sure, but I'm more worried about the if sure it can outperform it because BTC is just kind of going sideways. But I want to see AVAX outperform its US dollar. Okay, that's what I'm more interested in. That's what you should be more interested in, not against BTC. My trade isn't against BTC at this point in time. It's against the US dollar. So I want to see this break higher. So yeah, look, this chart has been the most underwhelming chart all cycle. I'll gladly say that. AVAX has been the most disappointing altcoin this cycle. If you look at their execution, let's call it, they've done well, right? But again, like for me, it's just the struggle has just been so real. So I don't know, man. Can it run it back now that Vo's working there? Who knows? Hopefully, Craig said we'll hopefully have Vo on the channel soon. So that'd be cool to see her here. But yeah, I mean, like we are bottomed out here on the monthly. Guys, you're gonna make me take a trade live on the show. Hold on, I'm not logged in. You know what? I'm gonna take this on a real low leverage trade. I don't mind this. My thoughts are like, surely it receives some love. If liquidity is being injected everywhere and the market looks like it's going to pop off in the next 3 to 6 months, surely this gets a bid. Surely it gets a bid. All right, hold on. More so just from a higher time frame. Again, guys, look at this. I'm on the monthly here. I'm on the monthly. So even here, yeah, very simple. Let's look at where are my targets? Okay, so even just the 0.5 invalidation. I mean, you can make that pretty simple there. Low validation below there. Yeah, you got 2 weeks down there. We'll do that one. It's a very safe trade, but can people ride a 67% move to the downside? Probably not. So I'm going to go a bit higher on that. That could be a nice little setup that I like there. So, okay. Well, I'll have a look at that. I'll have a look at that maybe post stream as well. Oops. What did I say? Okay. 1440. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Oh my God. Hold on. I can't lose. That's a lot of money to lose. What? Oh yeah, no. I was like, oh shit. My leverage is way too high. Okay, 3x and it'll cover it. Even then it's a bit risky. Downside. Yeah, okay. I don't mind that. All right. Hold on. I gotta catch up. Yeah, check out the videos, guys. The link is in the description, guys, as well. On Abstract. If you're watching on Abstract, literally go down the bottom, click on the YouTube, and that'll take you straight to literally there's 2 links there that'll take you to YouTube. The how to win on Abstract Chain is the second video I showed you, and then the YouTube video is just a general one. H-bar, look, a lot of those XLM and all those tokens, like, yeah, look, they'll probably do well, but personally, I think there's just better opportunities in the market. I've been avoiding WLFI personally. Been avoiding WFI. What's your thoughts on AI? Look, I don't know. It's too hard to pick an AI token in crypto, personally. I think it's way too hard. Okay. Sorry, just replying to someone GTG. Again, it's hard. It's hard to stream when there's not your co-host who's usually here. Yeah. Where did you see crypto? Yeah, guys. I suppose I should talk about that. Here we go. So Craig and I just increased the amount that we are giving away for clipping. So, here. So basically, our old rate was $2 per 1,000 views. We've increased it to 5. We're being very generous, guys. So yeah, go clip the content from today. It could be within the past week or so. That's fine. And obviously upcoming shows, but Yeah, clip out and you'll get paid a $5 per thousand. I'm pretty sure that's one of the most competitive opportunities out there to be clipping our content. So we much appreciate it. But make sure you tag in there, follow the prompts on there, so that you qualify, guys. Okay, that's to support us growing, and we support you. So that's the little symbiosis relationship there. Greeny, a lot of tokens haven't hit their monthly support. Is it a front run or bull trap? Confused. I don't know what you mean by monthly support. Okay. That's the top altcoins. Let's go look at Memecoins. Okay, so I don't know what you mean by monthly support. I mean, if you look at like for Pengu, for example, like you want to know where high time frame levels are, but you also want to know you want to be plugged into low time frame so you don't miss moves like this. So I loaded up on Pengu yesterday and the day before. Looks really nice here. Okay, so yeah, I really hope this makes a run back towards its all-time high, which is only about a 20% move now. Yeah, 30%. So still a while, but yeah, I loaded up on this bad boy. Yeah, really nice bull wedge playing out here on Pengu. A lot of people are saying I don't necessarily agree with this take, but a lot of people are saying Pengu pumping will bring back momentum to abstract chain. I'm gonna say no. It's not it's not as correlated as that. So sure, Pengu pumping is good because it puts more like eyes on the brand and whatnot, but they're separate products, guys. And you got to remember the ETF has got nothing to do with abstract as well. So um yeah, look, personally, no, I don't think it does. Look, I know Finn and Co had told people months ago to move their or bridge their Pengu onto abstract. That's what I did, and that's how I kind of capitalized on the whole abstract meme coin pump over the past couple of months. But I personally don't think there's a correlation there. This is performing well because it's a good token. It's a good token. So, yeah, well, I just negated that comment. Think about how many people have Pengu on abstract. Well, yeah, correct. But again, it depends though. But there's a lot of people who don't have Pengu on abstract. You got to again think outside the lens of abstract. You can track. I wish you could track this a bit longer, but let me find it. You can only. What's the? Okay, here we go. So if we look in the past week, how much money is being inflowed onto abstract? 3.6 million. How much outflow? Just shy of a million. So 2.7 inflow. And then if you look at the actual TVS, there's like 230 million. So okay, that just use that in your mind, in your understanding, and then let's look at this Pengu on Sol. And there's 500k liquidity in that pool. This is just one pool though. This is one pool. Can we look at? Can I look? See this deck screen that has some limitations. I wish it had like a search bar on here, but it doesn't. But basically, yeah. So 9.3 in the Orca pool. You could say 10 million there. So there's only 1.2 liquidity on abstract. The pump swap pool has 4 million. Another liquidity pool has 220k. Another pool has 200k. Another pool on Solana has 500k. So my point being here is that the majority of Pengu holders here, look at this, 5.9 million, 1 million, 87, like it's smaller numbers here again. But like the takeaway is what I'm trying to say is a lot of money is not, a lot of Pengu holders don't have their money on abstract. You don't own any Pengu, Eli. Unless you bought some during this breakout. Unless you took the trade that I called. Yeah, I did. Look, I did, but I've taken the money off the platform now too. I've stabled up and taken money, and I actually bought a lot of Pengu, and it's only on my exchange, so I'm not going to bridge that to abstract personally. I'd want to keep it separate. I want to keep it separate. So yeah, that's my main thinking. My main thinking is that the majority of liquidity of Pengu is still very much on it, and that's only on chain. We haven't even talked about exchanges as well. Exchange liquidity of Pengu would be quite massive, I'd imagine as well. It's pretty much on every exchange. So I would like again, how would I know? Like, how could we calculate the actual percentage of Pengu that is on abstract? You probably can't, right? But it would be. I'd say it's Oh, that's it's harsh. But I'd say it's single figures. I would say it's single figure percentage. Could be slightly high. Could be slightly higher. But that's just my math and what I understand of markets. I've had Pengu from Risk It. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. You're gambling man, bro. Clicking buttons, mate. Clicking buttons. What platform is that? It's called Predict. Predict. Flows dot predict with a Q instead of a C. Yeah, just keep an eye. But unfortunately, a bit of a I don't know if there's like a premium version, but it only gives you a week. So I'm like, I'm give me more. Give me more. Um, yeah, give me more. Yeah, so Pengu had $1.7 million of volume on abstract in the past 24 hours from Wales. From Wales. Yeah, this is interesting. Bitcoin 100K and God 37K. So Abster 100K, Poly 111K, or what the hell is that trash? Yeah, so just keep an eye on that, guys. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Anyways, back to the markets. Pengu looks good here. I'm in a long. I bought a lot of spot. Send this back to all-time highs. Thank you. Bonk, another one that I really like. Hey, same again, guys. This give me this setup. Give me this setup 24/7, and I will trade this. I will trade this every time. Very nice bullish wedge here. Bottom out stochastic momentum. I don't know if this had any bullish divergences off the current lows. Nah, it didn't really. So no. But either way, if you get all of that confluence, oh my God, take my money. But basically what I'm looking at here is a high low and again, the multiple high lows, okay? Multiple high lows now. Macro retest of the breakout swing. Oops, he's not the swing. Not the swing, but the all-time low. Okay. It came back, it bounced back above the 0.5. It was bonk season's heating up again. Really nice trade. Hope this trades back up towards this range. And that could make me a good amount of dollar. Pump fund, I've taken full profits on my long. Really nice double bottom move here. Really strong token. Like just in terms of buybacks and what they're actually doing, they've recaptured pretty much dominance of Solana in the past week or two after losing a bit of market share, but they are back. So a really nice trade. But again, something like this, not really interested now. Not really interested. I want to be buying lows, not highs. Farcoin is finally running it back. Farcoin is finally running it back. If we have a nice here, same again. Okay, you got multiple touches here. There's two ways you can draw this. Okay, you got a little low time frame structure there. You've also got a high time frame structure here that we've also bounced from. Bottoms out stochastic here as well. No real bullish divergences on the current low, but at least multiple on the previous low. So that shows you that reversal isn't far away. But basically, what we're looking at here is a really nice breakout. There's a lot of people still talk about this one. So give this a run back up to the top here. Swing low to swing high. Okay, slightly off there, but yeah, about there. Back above the 618. I want to see this break above it. Technically, you've still got this to deal with, which we are slowly breaking out of as well. So yeah, really nice move here so far on Farcoin. Want to see it go higher. SPX, watching this one with interest. Give me a pullback here. High, low. I become interested in something like that. Wrecked triple bottom. I put this on Twitter yesterday. Want to see, so triple bottom here, which is bullish traditionally off the 0.5 fib. I want to see it get above this high though. Okay. So same again, it's still technically lower highs here. So it's in a little bit of a structure there is technically what you could say as well. So this is what you want to see it break above this, and then we're back on the races. So I really like Rect here personally as well. Dogecoin I was looking at, but I don't know, man. Like, oh, dude, what is this breakout? Did someone tweet this out, bro? I literally looked at this with a VIP member from GTG yesterday and was like, look, I feel like there's better opportunities. And of course, this goes absolutely nuts. Oh, my lordy lord. It's up 8%. Yeah, sheesh. I mean, yeah, I just feel like there's better setup. So, like, see the difference here is like this is well, I mean, my preference is bullish higher bias, right? So that means you need to have a preference for looking for longs. But this, like a pattern like this, which is what we call a symmetrical triangle, is not. It's probability isn't favored to bullish continuation, which it is now because, again, like I just said, you do have higher lows here. You do have bullish bias from a macro sense. So it is naturally going to probably break higher. But I don't like trading these sorts of setups compared to something like that. This is a big one. I love this. I love these trades. So that there's a big difference there again on setups, on how I like to personally trade. Again, like everyone can trade in their own way. So no disrespect from me. Alrighty. So oh, we got a few down there now. Yeah, that's pretty much all the macro ones I wanted to look up. Say is probably another one I want to talk about. Yeah, Say looks again, I see a lot of people talk about Say, but even just a trade from this, like again, grinding up against resistance multiple times now since 2024. Very simple invalidation, probably below these lows. You have higher lows here. Stochastic on the weekly, but if you look at the daily, we are bottom, so we are moving up here. So that's the initial move, and then it's like, okay, well, what's the high time frame doing? We are oversold here, so yeah, look, I don't mind this chart. I think this one could be a nice little swing trade as well if it does break out. And as long as, and again, this is all hedging our bets that we do get a rate cut and that there's no shocks in the next week or two, really, from a macro sense. All right, catch you up on chat. No, Chris, I'm reading YouTube chat as well, but I'm reading abstract chat and YouTube chat. I'm trying to do both at the same time, but there's more engagement on that chat. There's more engagement on that chat. Are you guys still looking at streaming on Pump Pump? I'm gonna say I'm not, but that's because I am about to travel. How much risk is there keeping tokens on abstract? Pretty limited at this point in time. Follow Saigar on Twitter, and he'll keep you updated with anything like that. I mean, as always, guys, rotate your profits off, right? Rotate your profits off. All right, let's move to abstract. Actually, no. Before we go to abstract, let's talk about InfoFi going absolutely nuts. So people got paid an absolute fortune. 300K. I saw a few people get paid from some of these new InfoFi markets, which is pretty dope. So Open Ledger is definitely one that I think is worthy. I don't think I'm on this list anymore. I wonder how much market share you have to get back to get on this. Probably not too much. 0.06. Okay, we're gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back. Oh, this is over 6 month time period. Yeah, over 6 months. That might be a bit tricky. The top 200 people, I think. Top 200 people qualify for this one on Kato. I think this could be a cook. And then snaps over on Cookie. When does this pool end? I swear it used to tell me here. No. Guide, calculated. No. Snap, no. I'm still ranked top 100, which is wild because I haven't tweeted about this for a while. But yeah, this could be a cook here. So I'm on 41 snaps. 41 snaps. Zero is gonna cook on this, bro. Shout out to him, but he also just spams it personally. You want to create value for content, is my understanding of how to best make a brand, but each their own. If these guys are walking away with a couple $100,000 from a few of these airdrops, they're out trading me. So GG's to you. Yeah, so I'll keep an eye on this. This does end soon. I'm pretty sure this is like, I swear it used to tell me when this ends. Maybe it's in the campaign section. But yeah, basically don't ignore InfoFi, particularly the big ones. No, it doesn't tell me. Actually, I wonder if I got, is Sapien live? Because I swear I saw a token is live on Sapien. I need to check all these later, but yeah, keep an eye on this, guys. I think this could be a cook. Okay. All right. Now over to abstract. All right, let's start on the top ones. So yeah, look, it's same again here. Abstract has this bullish wedge forming. You could swing trade this potentially, really clear invalidation. Yeah, look, this is actually maybe not a bad trade per se. As long as, again, it all depends on what macro does. If macro comes out and it's not good news, then yeah, it makes it a lot harder for people to be confident in their setups. Um, but yeah, I don't mind this here. Okay. Um, hold on, I'm just reading my messages, making sure I'm not missing anything important. I think you see stay patient is basically the real takeaway here. Wait, what? All right. One second. One second. All right, cool. Yeah, I like this. I like this chart. This is exactly the type of chart, goodness, the type of chart that I like to take. Basically, really, you're targeting the previous high, if not a higher high. Again, invalidation could be off the bottom low here. It could be below here, up to you how you want. But even just with a simple, safe stop loss below there, your risk is still a nice R&R of 2. So again, that's what you want to be. You want to be looking for trades like that. So yeah, I don't mind ABSA here personally. I don't mind ABSA. I want to see volume come in though. Oh, dude, don't even Sakani, don't even talk to me about launch coin, bro. Oh man. I had positions in that. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, dude, launch coin just went crazy. Is there a reason? Did something happen? Dude, which one? Oh my god, there's so many bloody rugs, man. What's the market caps like? Oh, dude, I hate this shit. Hold on. I'm gonna have to go through my old order history to try and find this. What's it called? It's called something else on some of these exchanges. Anybody have the CA? Because there's that many bloody different ones. 100 mil. That seems about right. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Right, found it. That's what it's called. Pasternak. It's called Pasternak on some of these exchanges. Oh my god, bro. Look at this shit. Look at this trash. This is wild, man. Oh, I must have traded on my other wallet. Oh, okay. It must be on my other wallet. But anyways, I was looking at this. And yeah, I was looking at this and it broke out. And yeah, it's gone. I mean, it's gone a bit crazy, but a lot of sell pressure there. Yeah, 2x move. Oh well. You can't win them all, chat. You can't win them all. Can't win them all. Yeah, I like ABSA here. I do like ABSA here personally. I think this could be a nice little swing tradey. Poly 7 mil short liquidate. What? Like, dude, don't short breakouts. It's just people are the dumbest people in the world, man. No, I'll be streaming. Eli, yeah, I'll try and stream twice a week during maybe twice or 3 times a week when I'm in Europe. It's just so it's like literally the Europe and Australia is like the worst combo. Because like for example, when I'm in Europe, say it's like 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time to like Europe. That is 1 a.m. And I'm not like you, bro, and I can't stay up. I need my sleep. Particularly if I have COVID, I need to sleep. Yeah, so I'll try and stream a couple times, and we'll probably run the streams at a different time of the day with Craig. So yeah, Eli, we might not stream together for a while, unfortunately. Till I'm back, about 5-6 weeks. Well, obviously this week, but next week. Someone shorted 8% of the supply. Idiot. Absolute idiot. Anyways, Poly breakout weakness here. As you can see, this is why you need volume to have a breakout, right? How's the breakout? You want to see volume come in, okay? Newt still struggling as well. Same again, no volume during this breakout. The big candle was a red candle showing that sellers are more interested here during this breakout than buyers. It is still technically holding these lows, so that is one case for the bulls, that it is still holding this low, but it is below the 786. Why is my chart different? Okay, no, it's fighting the 786. It's fighting the 786. Um, God with a nice candle. Managed to sell some OTC yesterday to Thakani. Massive shout out to him for that deal. He walked away more profitable than I did from that deal, but it is what it is. I'm happy to de-risk some rather than nuking the charts because liquidity is so low. But yeah, no, I'm happy to hold. I just want to de-risk a little bit. I was too uncomfortable with the amount that I had in these from a whole perspective portfolio. Like some of these I have more in these than I do in some of the more bullish tokens I have. So it's just silly. You know what I should do, Eli? It's probably the reverse of what you said earlier. Is I should rotate profits out of God and Retspur and stuff when they pump into Pengu is probably the trade. So yeah, anyways, God's in this bull wedge pattern. Not wedge, but bull flag pattern. Okay. So impulsive move, wedge, wedge, wedge. Coming down, retesting now, golden pocket. Let's see what the reaction is here. Again, you got time here. Overhead resistance here, fake out there, rejection from there. So you got time here, in my opinion. We could reject from here, oscillate till the end of the month. But yeah, God looks nice bounce from support today. Retspur as well in a slightly even skinnier channel, let's call it, where yeah, we maybe get a sooner resolution or another rejection from here, and then watching that high low is where I become more interested as well. Again, I have a lot of these. I'm not really interested in doing too much. I was in this at 300K, so I'm not really phased personally. I did buy a lot up here, but again, it's a long-term trade. Guna, again, you want the same as Polly. Wants to break out, but no buying interest. So that's interesting. Very interesting. You want to see big green candles come in down here with this breakout. If not, if it rejects from here, watch the next low. If it low can't hold the 618, then yeah, sadly, this is going back to the 786. So here's what it is. Ubu is correcting. I mean, yeah, no surprise here in theory after a huge breakup. But yeah, it's lower highs here now. Yeah, so there's a trend break and there's your lower highs. So yeah, that's pretty much, I said this in GTG last week to anyone who was in it. It was looking like here when it started to go sideways again. Okay, here in this moment is not a bad time to take profits. And then, yeah, it's pretty much grinded up against the support line and has broken it with lower high rejection as well. So, yeah, again, a corrective wave here looks inevitable after a really good run up. I'm not interested in this unless it comes down and I'll see what reaction is down here. But again, it depends on what majors are doing as well, whether I want to get exposure to that. Cyclops. Nice breakout, but again, see, Abstract's issue is volume. New buyers. We just had a look, only 2.5 million coming in on chain in the past week. Not a lot. Yeah, you want to see if we want more volume coming in here when the breakout happens. Cyclops doing well, obviously, on the back of Gigaverse dominating in the past week or two. Great to see them. Great to see them. I think this just said he made 500K in revenue and multiple passive income streams in the past. Was it past month? GG's, man. Shout out to him. Hopefully we can get him on the show again too. I know he spoke to Craig about that. S&P is pretty much down at the lows. Low. This is why I took profit, guys. You can't be angry at someone for taking profit. Same structure as what Uwu had, right? Look at this. Same structure as what Uwu had. Okay, I sold it up here. As soon as it broke the structure, that's hugely bearish for me, right? Hugely bearish for me. As soon as it breaks that structure, lower highs here. Yeah, the run is ended and bears are stepping in here, or people are like, oh yeah, I'm taking profit, and then sure enough, lower highs until that trend breaks. So now it's in a bearish trend. Okay, simple as that. That's TA 101. Bitcoin corrected in a range. I spoke about this yesterday. Deviation above previous highs here. Yeah, keep an eye on what happens here at the moment in time. Mojo again. Yeah, look, not really interested in this personally. I think there's just better players personally. And that's the question you got to ask yourself too, chat, is there a better option? Like this has 5K volume in the past 24 hours, $5,000. That is not, that's not good. That's not good. So yeah, Abstract's still struggling for volume. Is another big reason I decided to take some money off the platform. 6.6 milli volume. That is down. That is down about 40%. That is down 40% in the past month or so. It's interesting. Yeah, so that's my take on abstract Memecoins, guys. In the past 5 days, 500K. GG's, man. Like GG's. I love that. That's good. Shout out to Death. Shout out to those guys. I haven't been able to play Fireball and stuff anymore. I'm too much of a stingy guy, and I haven't bought whatever you need to buy to play Fireball Gigaverse. So that's also probably ruining my XP. My XP is going to go down this week. I already know. It is what it is. What can I do with my Gigaverse eggs though? Can't do anything with them. Can I do anything with them? Do we usually pump or dump on a rate cut? Technically, rate cuts are initially bearish, but bullish long term. But it does depend on the macro environment. It does depend on the macro environment. Yeah, that's pretty much all we want to talk about. Maybe NFTs. We talk a little bit about NFTs. Togi, thanks for the one Pengu legend. Appreciate the tip. Prediction markets is probably one as well. I was looking at this morning. Kind of tempted to take the pun on Eli. Not Eli, on Clemente here against Easy. Just kidding. God would need to put in a serious candle in the next 24 hours. GG's, man. GG's. Yeah, he's down. He's down $3,700. Troll is actually in profit. Yeah, dude. Okay. This is why TA is so important. I mean, pump. Yeah, I was in the pump trade. Love that. I'm in hype. Great trade, easy. LTC, not sure about that one. NA, yes, but yeah, it depends on the entry as well. He's also down on that. And Link, yeah, I like that as well. He got a good entry and Link, a good entry. And as you can see here, Bitcoin is lagging. This is what I mean. Altcoins look pretty good here in comparison. So if we have a look at what else is here, again, we need more markets in American football, please. Thank you. I don't care about that one. Link, I mean, this one. Will Link be above $25 at the end of September 10th? I'm on the no. I'm on the no. Will Pengu be a top 50 crypto? When is it by? September 14th. Yeah, still a little bit long away for me. Excuse me. Probably wrap the stream soon, guys. Yeah, please. Yeah, exactly. Just pump God to 10 million and Clemente can win. Oh, I gotta stay hydrated. Okay. Pengu. Where are you at? It is number 50 as of, so it's gone crazy. So it's 10 milli? Yeah, 10 milli now above Cosmos. Oh, dude. Some of the Vet VeChain. Oh my god, it's crazy, man. Can it hold this? Yeah, it's up 20% in the last 24 hours. So it's got to hold that by, when did we say? September 14. This is probably not a bad market to keep an eye on. I mean, the move looks pretty good for Pengu, so I don't know though. I don't know. I could take, I put a post up recently about it. Like, I could take the hedge. I could take the hedge on the no here with a small position. Pengu market cap above 2 billion. Mid-September. Again, it depends on what happens with the rate cuts. You know what? I'm gonna take a 10. I'm gonna take a 10 on that. I'm gonna say yes. Mid-September is in 6 days. I think it can hold 2 billion. I think it can. That would be a 13, no, a 6% pullback. Yeah, I mean, it's a breakout. I want to see it continue higher. Did that go through? Hopefully it did. I'm avoiding all these rate cut ones because it's very specific. I don't mind EPL and stuff, but Dembele with the Ballon d'Or. I wonder who's like second or third against that. Will Pengu ETF be approved by October? Well, I'm pretty sure that's like guaranteed. Like, I'm pretty sure the decision has to be made by the 13th of October, and they pushed it back for a reason. So I'll take the small win there. How much do I win? I win like not much there, 9%. But hey, putting volume through the platform. Pretty sure Easy's very bullish on that one. Yeah, he's going to print on that one. BTC above 105 throughout September. I was on the no, but I decided to sell that this morning. It looks like we're going to hold 105 for now. Avoiding F1. Oh, who has more ETH by again? Not gonna worry about that. Exactly 2 Fed rate cuts. Again, it's very specific. New Solana all-time high by the end of the year. That's a hard one. Hence why it's 50-50. Very interesting. Yeah, this is chopped up, chop. By the end of the year, what's Solana's all-time high? There's a lot of bullish people in these comments. Who's holding it? Do we know anyone? On the no. Okay, so Ari is literally the top person on the whole platform. On the yes. Interesting. I don't know, chat. What do you think? Yeah, bro, Thakani. That could be a good trade. Out of pump into Bonk. Bonk has pumped though. Bonk has pumped. I don't know about this. Solana new all-time high by the end of the year. It's still a long time away. It's like 3 months away. That would be a $80 increase. I mean, they have the ETF 30. It's only 38%. I put 10 on the yes. Do I have anything to sell here? No, I don't. I'll put 10 on the yes. Let's be bullish. Let's be bullish here, chat. Let's be bullish. I just look at the chart. I don't mind that. 38% move. Sana has been under the radar for a while. That's pretty much all. I did take a few others randomly this morning. Can't remember which ones they were. But yeah, anyways, I think I'll call it there, guys. I do need to make sure I go rest today. I go fly overseas next week, so I need to make sure I'm doing okay. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, guys, if you want to clip our show and get paid for it, submit your clips to GC Crypto on the What page. So go to our Twitter page. Okay, literally go to our Twitter page. It's all in the bio. It's all in the bio. Okay, up here, link tree. Go to the link tree. Once it opens. Once it came, go here. Join GTGs there. OKX here. Yeet. Also trade on Yeet. Get $1,000 giveaway each week. Watch us on Kick. Subscribe to us on Kick. Follow us on Kick. Get paid to clip our content. Bang there, guys. $5 per 1,000 views. Yeah, and go give us a follow, guys. Go give us a follow. GC Crypto TV. Very much appreciate your support. But yeah, guys, massive shout out to our 2 partners, OKX Australia. One of the best exchanges out there. They have an earn. They have SMSF for a lot of people in Australia. That's something that's a big conversation right now as well. Plus a lot of other really important key security features, which make them one of the safest exchanges in the world. If you have any questions, let me know down below. But if once you trade $1,000 of volume, you get a free $75, and we will be having some extra bonus tokens hopefully soon. We're just waiting on our contact to get back to us about that specifically. And yeah, you can trade in AUD or USD. I personally trade in USD. That's just when, again, keeps me up to date with the world global markets. And then secondly, massive shout out to Yeet, guys. We'll be giving away $1,000 to 4 people this week. There will be volume requirements this week for the giveaways. So 4 people, as you can see, out of 8. So that means that gives you a 50% chance at the current point of time if no one else signs up. However, you do need to tune into the show and get the code. So some of these people might not tune into the show and get the code. So you might even have a better chance. You might even have a better than a 50% chance of winning $250 hardcore cash. So to qualify, go follow us on Kick. Subscribe if you want to support us. We very much appreciate it. We are limiting our Twitter exposure now and streaming more specifically to YouTube, Kick, and Abstract. It's a decision we've made this past week. But yeah, go sign up. As you can see, a few boys and girls are doing well at the moment. Good to see, and we'll be giving that away again on Friday, guys. Yeah, thanks for hanging with me. Appreciate all your support, guys. Look, I don't feel too bad considering I have COVID. I don't feel too bad, but yeah, hope Craigie boy is feeling all right with his migraine. Yeah, migraines are the worst when you try and like stream or like you got this big light in front of you. Like I can sit here with a cold or whatever and be fine, but like migraines are next level. So Guys, thanks for hanging with me. We'll be back tomorrow. It's Wednesday tomorrow, so we'll be back with Eli tomorrow. Super excited. I love that show. But yeah, guys, thanks for hanging with me. Have a lovely Tuesday if you're in Australia / Monday if you're over the other side of the world. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for the tips and thanks for all the chat. Appreciate you. Bye bye.